Hello my friends, my name is Dragonheart and welcome back to my Cardiff City career mode for FIFA 19. I want to say thank you to all of you that have commented on the first episode. Nice to see so much support. I want to address some of those comments in this episode as well. What I've done, I've played a couple of matches and I've also done some transfers which I'm going to be sharing with you in this episode. So first of all, I had a comment from Zakalwe. Lovely to see you again, my friend. You said, shush boo, SCFC. So unfortunately you're a Swansea fan. Only joking. In real life I kind of wish Swansea had stayed in the Premier League. It would have been nice to have had the South Wales derby in the Premier League again. We had Susu there that said yes, get rid of the Irish, why not? And then we also had Lord Trump who said get Ethan Ep.2, Gibbs White, Lookman, Tonali and Keane for youth. And then 3 stars for the first team for the first season. Well, some of your wishes may have been granted. So let's give you the rundown, and I think it's on Transfer Hub. Would it be on here? I've been looking at some players. I'll show you who I've been looking at so far. We've got Phil Foden from Man City. I tried to get him on loan, but they wouldn't give him to me. Sebastian Giovinco, he's actually gone to Sevilla now, but he was in the MLS with somebody, I think it was Chicago. But so I've missed out on him. He's 31, he's the wrong age really, but he might have done a job for us on the cheap. Patrick Cutrone. Some of the sort of online guides recommend him. He's 6 foot, he's 20 years of age, he's 77 overall. Could be a decent option from AC Milan. I did have a look at Gary Medel, former Cardiff City player, of course. But I decided against it in the end. James Chester, I was looking at the sort of Welsh thing here. So James Chester at Aston Villa in the Championship could perhaps come up. But he's 74 rated and he's 29. So age is on his side, you know, like Bamba's 33, so was a possibility. But, you know, again, want somebody a bit higher really for the Premier League. He would have been okay, could have been a nice stopgap. Andy King, of course, he's at Swansea last year, on the topic of Swansea, on loan. At Leicester, not really figuring into Leicester's team in real life this season. Possibility to just bolster the midfield, perhaps. But I'll show you what I've done in midfield in a second. And Tommy Lawrence as well. Another Welshman I looked at. Joe Ledley, I had a look at Joe Ledley, bring in the old Cardiff player, of course. Everyone remembers that volley he scored against Barnsley in the 2008 FA Cup semi-final. A possibility, but again, he's not going to get on my Cardiff team. He's not going to be good enough, and he's the wrong side of 30. I had a look at Aaron Ramsey, believe it or not, and you can actually sign him with Cardiff in this game. I basically decided against it because I wouldn't have bought any other players in because of how much it would have cost. My whole budget would have gone on him, but he was actually willing to negotiate a contract, so it could have happened, but I would have just wasted it all, and I would have gone down definitely. Robinson Kanu, no, not good enough. I looked at Jay Rodriguez. Decent option to look at, really. 29, he's 6'1", he's got skill moves, he's got a good weaker foot as well, and he's 77. And of course, he can play sort of up front or on the wings, so a decent option. I really considered going for him, but I picked somebody else, which I'll show you in a moment. It was between him and another player. I won't spoil it just yet. Same with Sam Byram. I looked at him and another player, and I decided on the other player, mainly for financial reasons, because the other player was cheaper, and I was basically getting more for what I went with, at least in my opinion, I thought anyway. So Steven Sessegnon I looked at, but 58 overall, he's not going to be getting in my team at all. And like I said, I went for the other right back option, but I looked at a couple of them. Ryan Sessegnon, everyone loves him. You know, I think everybody's career mode on FIFA. You go on YouTube, I think most people have signed Ryan Sessegnon. He's really good this year. His potential goes up to like 88, I think. So certainly a good left back or left winger, but he's going to cost a lot of money. I had a look at him. Again, I think half my transfer budget would have gone on him if I went for him. Philip Billing, I wanted to bolster my midfield. I looked at him as well. Big, tall centre midfielder. 6'6" is ridiculous. But I went with something a bit cheaper in the end. And Jamal Lascelles, I was again looking at centre backs, and he was somebody I looked at. So these are the players I've looked at, and I haven't gone for. Now you'll see by here the transfers in. So first of all, Lord Trump, I definitely went for Ethan Ep.2. I agree with you there. Fantastic. And he is so cheap to get as well in this game. I think I paid, I think it was like 150,000. It was very cheap. And I got him on a 4-year contract. And look at that squad roll, sporadic, so there's not even any pressure to play him. Weekly wage 14,000. Overall, he's 65. He's going to grow into a decent player. I'm really happy to get this. I'm gutted Cardiff didn't go for him in real life. There was actually some rumours that were after him in the last transfer window, and they didn't. I was gutted by that, because I think he would go into the Cardiff first team even now. Wanted to get strikers. Andre Gray, step right up. A little bit pricey, £55,000 a week. He's got a crucial squad role, but I like him. I liked him at Burnley, liked him at Watford. He's experienced at this level. He's exactly what we need. He's got pace as well. If I show you some of his, well, I can't really show you much, but here we go up here. He's valued at 7 million. That trumps most players in this team. That's what I went with. Now this one's going to cause a stir, especially for Zakalwe, who commented in the last episode. Joe Allen is in a Cardiff shirt. Who would have thought it? Joe Allen in a Cardiff City shirt. Yeah, I signed him, crucially, from Stoke City in the Championship. I just thought he's one of the better players in the Championship. Why wouldn't you move across to the next city of Cardiff, of course? 28 years of age. Get a few years out of him. I got him on a 2-year contract. 40 grand a week, a little bit pricey, but he slots into that midfield lovely. I needed to get a left back. I went with Kieran Gibbs. I know I said about Sessegnon. He cost way too much, Ryan Sessegnon. Kieran Gibbs was the one I went for. He's 28. Again, 2-year contract. By the time he's 30, I could perhaps sell him and make a bit of a profit. He is valued at £6 million. He is a lot better than Joe Bennett. I just didn't want Joe Bennett at all. I just don't rate him in real life. And I could do a lot better in this game. And that's what I went with Kieran Gibbs. This is the other player I was on about between two different players. So Sam Byram was the one right back, and Luke Ayling is the other right back. Luke Ayling, a little bit older. I got him on a 3-year contract, and he's on a weekly wage of £23,000. This is the reason why I went for him, because Sam Byram wanted ridiculous wages, and I just thought, well, Ayling's a really good, trusting sort of right back at Championship level. He can definitely do a job in Cardiff's defence here. So I've got him and Gibbs on either side of the defence. And then Charlie Austin was the other player I went with. So basically, it was between Charlie Austin and Jay Rodriguez, which is by here. And if you have a look by here, they're 6'1". Charlie Austin 6 foot. Overall 77. Overall 77. There was very little between them, bar like an inch in height, I think it was. I think Austin had better finishing. And that was basically what it came down to. He had better finishing. He was already at a Premier League club. I did negotiate with Jay Rodriguez as well. I basically decided to go with the one, and I went with Charlie Austin. Because I've also got Andre Gray as well, so I'm happy with the two that I've got. Received offers, so I'm trying to get rid of a couple of people. Jamie Veal, I've actually accepted quite a few offers for him. He has no future at the club. He's 21. Like, if you're 54 overall and you're rated as 21, then you haven't really got a future, have you? I don't want to sell Neil Etheridge. I want to keep him. I'm rejecting the transfers. You can see PSV came in and Middlesbrough both with 3.8 million. I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him. And Ashley Richards, negotiations have broken down. I've rejected that offer from Villa as well. He might have a sporadic role in this squad, so I'm hoping to keep him. And transfer listed people, and I mentioned Jamie Veal. I've got Kieran Brown, don't need him. James Waite, don't need him. Cameron Cox, don't need him. Jack McKay, don't need him. And Gary Medine, can't stand him, don't need him at all. So that's kind of where we stand with that. If I give you the transfer history, because people have left my club. So yeah, if we go from date order, Brian Murphy gone to Leeds, 95 grand, thank you very much. Danny Ward gone to West Brom, £1 million, thank you very much. Ken Zahore's gone. I was in two minds whether to get rid of him or not, but I needed to get a bit of money in, because one of our key objectives is to raise some money over the course of 2 seasons. Went to Bournemouth of all clubs, which is quite funny, for 3.5 million. So I'm like, yeah, I don't think he's worth that much, to be honest with you. Ken Zahore, a bit of a slug as far as like sprinting goes and stuff. It comes across as a bit lazy sometimes in real life, I think. But if he can do the job and keep Cardiff up this year, then I'll be singing his praises. So Mike has got to Sturm Graz. This is my deal for Charlie Austin. You'll see there, I had him for 5.6 million. I had him for cheaper than what they wanted, because I part exchanged basically Aaron Gunnison as a player exchange. A part exchange, not a car. It's a part exchange then. Player exchange with Aaron Gunnison. Gunnison was basically the wrong side of 30 for me. With Harry Arter, Camarasa and Joe Allen coming in, I didn't see Gunnison having a place in the team. So I basically sold Gunnison as part of the Austin deal. Southampton were willing to do it. They I tried palming them off with one of my other transfer listed players. They weren't interested. Garrison, they were interested in. He is one of the better overall rated players in Cardiff's team, but he's on the decline. So I'm happy with that. I think we can recover from that. Luke Ayling, so again, I got rid of a player, get them off the wage bill at the same time. So I got Ayling for a bit cheaper than what he was known at, what he's rated as in the game. And Peltier went. Peltier didn't stand a chance to get in my team, so it was a straight swap. I basically upgraded my right back. Kieran Gibbs, 5.5 million. Like I said, I think he was worth 6.5 million, so I can make a profit on him perhaps. Lloyd Dunmore doesn't stand a chance. Got rid of him. There's the Joe Allen deal, so 8.3, a little bit pricier with him. Lee Tomlin, got £1 million for Lee Tomlin. Thank you for that, Gremio. That doesn't make sense. Some of the transfers in this game don't make sense. Lee Tomlin would never go to Gremio. Do you know what I mean? It's this out sort of left field, some of the offers. 7 million for Andre Gray. Ethan Ampadu. Okay, so it was £1 million. I lie, it was £1 million, not 100,000. But I think he was valued at like 100,000 or 200,000 initially. I had to pay a little bit over, but £1 million is really cheap for Ethan Ampadu, considering that he can. I think he's overall goes up to like 86 or something like that, or 87 in this game potential. So really happy with that. Pilkington, got rid of him. Joe Rolls. Leicester paid 6.2 million for Joe Rolls. Leicester, you utter fools. You just paid 6.2 million for a championship player at best, because I don't think Joe Rolls has had a good season in the Premier League in real life, and I don't really want him in my Cardiff team, so thank you for that. Thank you so much. Joe Bennett, I've already told you about Joe Bennett. Thank you very much, Rayo Vallecano. And that's it. So they're all my transfers, guys. So I hope you guys are happy, I guess. I'm not really happy, maybe interested in what we've done. To give you an update on the matches, though, and where we are and what we've done and everything. If I go to my calendar here, I've played a few matches. I haven't got the footage for them. I do apologise. To go back to the pre-season tournament, I don't think it'll let me go back that far. We got to the semi-final of the pre-season. We qualified from the group. I played Celtic in the semi-final. This was before I made any transfers, by the way. And we got absolutely trounced 5-2 by Celtic. So let that sink in. We lost 5-2. We then drew 0-0 away to Bournemouth. If that happened in real life, I would have been quite happy. But they lost 2-0 in real life. So lost 0-0 to Bournemouth. Drew 0-0 away to Bournemouth. We then beat Newcastle at home 2-0. And we've also beaten Huddersfield away 2-0. So 3 good results here. Transfer window will be ending on the 31st of August. This is why I'm making this episode today with a live match, because anything else you think that I could do to improve the squad, you've seen the players I've brought in and the players I've got left at the club now, let me know. I'll give you a little sort of thing on my finances here. It's basically not much there. My profit's actually down by quite a bit. Earnings, expenses. If I give you my my budget, basically, I can obviously change this. I've basically got about 7.5 million. If you spread that evenly over a 50-50 sort of ratio, to give you an idea, it's about nearly 4 million and 85,000. I could definitely bring in 1 or 2 players if need be. It's whether you guys think I need to bring in any other players. Obviously, you've mentioned people like Gibbs White and Lookman and Tonali. I could perhaps look at them and maybe bring them in the future. But certainly, going forward, they are players to sort of consider. So what we're going to do, we're going to skip ahead now. We've got a EFL Cup match, Carabao Cup match at home to Reading. So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to play a team in this cup match, and I'll see you on the football field. Junior Hoylett looking for Joe Allen. Keeps the ball alive. Cross it, good ball in. Oh, off the post. What a chance early on for Cardiff. Off his chest, Kadeem Harris running in, chest it onto the post. Oh, it's a fantastic ball, and Junior Hoylett could be in for Cardiff. This is Junior Hoylett. Hoylett takes the shot on, and that was pathetic in the end. Made it easy for Vito Manone to make the save. Maybe should have gone on a bit further than with Hoylett. The ball comes down to Veal, Jamie Veal, into Joe Allen. Plays it inside to Junior Hoylett. Plays it out wide, looking for Jazz Richards. Crosses it, not a very good cross, and the defender puts it up for a corner. Ball comes in. Comes up to Jazz Richards, who takes the shot on. Oh, what a chance that was. What an absolutely fantastic effort by Jazz Richards there. I don't know why I'm talking like a robot. Oh, actually, it was further away than I thought. Allen. Good ball into Jazz Richards. Good ball in. Oh, what a goal for Cardiff City. And it's the man, Bobby Reid. He's done it. Big Bobby Reid's done it for Cardiff. 1-0 here in this Carabao Cup match. First round match at the Cardiff City Stadium. And Bobby Reid does something which he doesn't do often in real life, and that's score a goal in a Cardiff City shirt. Jazz Richards on the right hand side. Low cross in. I thought it scuffed it, to be honest with you. Kiefer does get his his hands to it, but it, well, nestles in nicely to the roof of the net. 1-0 Cardiff City. Good tackle by Camarasa. Nice little ball into Joe Allen. Allen puts it out wide. Cardiff can hit him for 2 here. Oh, and they have hit him for 2. And it's that man again with an identical goal. It's Bobby Reid with his second in a Cardiff shirt. This is what I get for slagging him off, saying he doesn't score in a Cardiff shirt often. He goes up the other end and he scores a second one. And the Cardiff fans are going mental here in South Wales. Allen with the ball out wide. Junior Hoylett, first time ball in. Left footed this time. All he's got to do now is score a header to get the perfect hat-trick. Cardiff City 2, Reading 0. The ball, Josh Murphy into Veal. And they're queuing up at the back post, and it's Victor Camarasa. Gets the third, and that should hopefully kill the game off for Cardiff now. Victor Camarasa getting on the act. And the Cardiff reserve team, basically, bar a few first team players of course, are in fact winning. Unmarked at the back post, plenty of time and space, and able to finish beautifully. Patterson the sub. Into Camarasa again. Oh, Camarasa! Oh, Camarasa! Oh, what a goal! The footwork by Victor Camarasa. Look at this. Patterson into Camarasa. Oh, thank you. That little feint shot then. Completely flat-footed the keeper. And the nutmeg at the end as well. Complete and utter annihilation here. I'm almost speechless. That got me really excited, guys. I hope you don't mind me sharing that. Victor Camarasa has got me excited in the League Cup. Yep, this is what it means to be a Cardiff fan. Victor Camarasa has got me excited in the League Cup. And there we have it, my friends. We won the game. We're through to the next round of the EFL Cup. Fantastic stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dragonheart. Until next time, goodbye.